Welcome in, Raiders! Hello! How are y'all doing? I just can't remember if Honey prefers warmer or colder weather. I'm leaning towards colder. A little bit chillier, yeah. But I do like warm weather too. The downside to warm weather is if it's too warm, you can't really dress further down. You know, you can't really escape the heat as much. At least if it's cold, you can kind of escape it. Usually. Wicked morning, Humpty. Hope you do swagaliciously today. Thank you, Dingoose. I'm having a good one. I hope you're having a lovely morning. I'm sure you're going to be real busy today. You're going to have a long day ahead of you. It's going to be fun. Plus, I feel more attractive wearing more layers, so summer's the death of me. Layering up helps so much in terms of fashion. It's so much of fashion is just layers. It's great. Oh, it's so nice. Dressing down is fun too. I do got some good casual outfits that I like to pull out. Also, happy birthday, Dingus. I think your birthday was a couple days ago, if I'm not mistaken. But also, Aqua Valentine, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you had a good stream, just chatting and vibing. Hope it was fun. On the 23rd, yeah, it was like 4 days ago. I just know Tuesday would be inconvenient for a lot of people. Yeah, it's hard to coordinate with a lot of people just because everyone's schedules are so different. Weekdays can be hit or miss depending on what the person does for a job. So yeah, celebrating on the weekend makes a lot of sense as an adult. Destin, thank you for the 100 shinies. Oh no, shinies fill out of my pockets again. These darn pockets are open on both sides. You gotta go to a tailor or something or learn to sew. I hope you're doing good, Destin, and spending inside your means. Also, Get Ward, thank you for the gifted sub. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. McBo, happy. Not happy. Thank you for the 100 shinies. Is it fine if I bring my 100 corgis in the tavern? I see no dogs allowed at the entrance, so it's fine, right? So long as they behave. I don't see why not. McBo, thank you for the 5 gifted subs too. And Rotting Pastry, happy 15 months. Welcome on back. Day 2 of Dungeon Yuri. Oh, that would have been a way better stream title. That would have been way better. As usual, chat being funnier and smarter than streamer. Not uncommon at all. Actually happens more often than not. And Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Hi! Good morning! And also thank you for another 100 shinies. Don't forget to do your breathing exercises, do big stretchies, and hydrate or dihydrate. Best be taking care of yourself, Humpty Gumpty, if that's your real name. I do like Humpty Gumpty. Jumpster called me Humpty once, and I was like, that is my favorite. That is my favorite one. I love my silly little jester. She make me laugh. And also, Destin, thank you for the 100 shinies again. So I shouldn't accidentally throw more shinies, or I should intentionally throw more shinies. What a complex situation. A lot of brain power for that one, huh? Mm-hmm. Humpty Gumpty. It makes me laugh so much. But yeah, I hope y'all are having a good morning. Today, we're continuing with more Dungeon Meshi art. I had a smoothie, I have an apple, I have peppermint tea. Senshi would be proud of me for at least eating something. It's not super filling, but it's got a lot of vitamins and minerals. Fruit has minerals, right? Probably. Probably. Hi, Rum and Whiskey. I'm doing pretty good. Just sipping some tea right now. Oh, peppermint tea's so good. To quote the Bible, my name is funny, for we are many. Oh, I really like Crane Wives. So good. Rockabye Ruby was in a D&D one-shot where my party defended baby monsters from poachers, while druids performed a ritual called the Hatching. We were invited to see the end, and turns out the ritual was getting a baby Tarrasque to hatch from an egg. Wasn't sure how to feel about that. I mean, it's a baby. It deserves to live, I believe. It hasn't done anything wrong yet, right? Maybe it'll be a good little baby Tarask. I'm a little high in my seat. Let me lower myself. Yeah. There we go. Better. Excuse me. I burped. Is this from the new Netflix anime Delicious Dungeon? Yeah. So it was a manga before it was a anime. I highly recommend reading the manga. If you're watching the anime, you are also getting a really good experience. Honestly, it is excellent. The manga is, how do I explain it? It has a little bit more detail, and like the art style is insanely good. It's so, so good. I highly recommend it for the art style alone. Like, more than that, but like, it's so good. It's so good. Good morning, Zuchi! I hope you're doing well. Little baby Tarask, call that a Tarascal. That's cute. That's so cute. In the shop today, working on the wood panels for the walls of the big truck. Ooh, hope everyone's staying comfy and getting bread this Saturday. Merry birthday, Dingus. Y'all take it easy. I hope you're being safe in the shop. But yeah, it's a new morning. My brain is a little fresher. I stayed up late because I ate a late dinner and I watched a show until late in the evening. But that's okay. That's all right. I'm gonna scooch this over because I want to be able to see my layers a bit better. There we go. Rockabye. The Druids did say things like it would take them to the next life, so I felt a bit skeptical of them. Sounds like a death cult. Radio Jade, thank you for the 200 shinies. That's so kind of you. Hello there, Goblin. I started watching one of your VODs yesterday when working on the game I'm developing. I've been wanting to find a VTuber I like for a while, but none have really clicked with me. But I think I finally found one I like. Welcome in. I hope you like it here. And I'm glad you like the VOD. Thank you so much. I do my best to try to timestamp them and provide thumbnails and try to post a couple a week. But we'll see how I keep up with that. We're getting to an intense part of the next stage of this VTuber journey. Positive. So, we're gonna see how it goes. I think I'm gonna scooch this over because this is good, but it's not Falin's profile. Because look at Falin's profile here. Soft, friendly, cute. I think I want to make it bigger and then reference it here. Because, like, how does she do this? How does the shape work here? Oh, okay. The bridge of the nose is very... Okay, I think I get it. I'm turning this down, though, so I could see. Because, yeah, I was breaking it down in my style when I needed to break it down in Ryoko's style. Where I was putting the bridge closer here and adding more squareness. I think that's closer to what Laios's face looks like. Falin's face is a lot softer with a lot less angularness to it. Feeling Friday nights are meant for staying up late? They're for having fun. They definitely are. Yeah, Plugbear, I love Crane Wives. So, so good. I'm trying to reference it without copying it. Because, like, I don't want to trace. I want to understand. Tracing is good for making sure something is on model, but, like, I want to understand why certain ones work, because otherwise I'm not going to learn, you know? It's so smooth, actually. Huh. I love how the author draws lips. So the way I learned how to draw side profiles was when I was reading the manga Claymore. The way that author drew profile view made so much sense to me that I would trace it and copy it so I could understand. So if you notice the little similarities to something you may have seen before, that's probably it. Yeah, Falin's nose is even rounder than this, actually. She got like a baby smooth chin. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's looking better. That's looking better than before. This was much too angular. It's a very subtle difference that comes from practice, and like, to be fair, if I were starting art, I probably would not be able to notice this difference. But it starts to make sense once you learn. Once you done learn. I'm gonna get softer. Dragon, just stumbled in here and I have to say that your VTuber model is one of the most interesting and unique I've seen. It'll be staying a while to watch. Thank you. I made it myself. You're more than welcome to hang out as long as you please. Not going to draw a well-defined tongue today. That's a surprise. Listen. Listen. I may or may not have already drawn some, and I will be showing it to y'all in like a day or two, so... Don't shame me, I know. I know what I'm about. I know what I'm about! Smooth as honey butter. I say for those monster girls, oh, Ryoko designed such good monster characters. They are excellent. No notes, only admiration for this artist. Maple, you made it yourself? Did you rig it as well? Yeah, I designed, drew, and rigged it all myself. Self-made, baby. I wanted to understand how it works, so I started VTubing and made stuff myself. Yeah. I also do commissions. They are currently closed, but they will be opening up. The goal is to open up in late May so that I can do like September delivery for models. That's the current goal. I want to finish my current products before I do any promises, though. Any promises on new model? New model is done, actually, Lucas. Right now, I'm working on promo. I have to polish the stream setup and then do promo. That is all that is really left on my to-do list. Taxes threw me for a loop because I was tired and stressed. But since those have been done for a little bit and I have since had my time for recovery, I'm doing promo now. So I gotta draw the promotional material. Oh gosh. If I want the promo to exist, I have to draw it myself. Oh boy, taxation. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. Honey out here fiending hard for these freaks. Affectionate. Anywho, the lunchtime is over, so back to the tire mines I go. Have a wonderful rest of the stream and remind Honey she's cute. She keeps forgetting. You take it easy, Jasper. Good luck in the tire mines. I hope your back will be alright. Maple, I'm currently in the middle of learning art. That's amazing. Honestly, in my mind, I'm never finished learning art. I'm always at the beginning, and I will never not be at the beginning of learning art. And that's great. It means I got so much to look forward to. Hello, Meshi. I'm doing good. I hope you've been doing good too. Look at this. This already looks way more like Falin. Look at that. Very nice. I'm going to scooch over this feature a little bit more, though. A little too far. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this looks like Falin. Also, Falin has rosacea, I'm pretty sure. So, it's cute. Zuchi, people approaching Honey after she gets an interest in nuclear energy. You made this RBMK reactor by yourself? Yep, all self-made, baby. I wanted to know how it works. For real, though, that is how I learned so much. When I was a kid, I didn't understand how sewing and mending worked. I watched, I think it was like Cinderella. And I learned how to sew by myself just by watching that animated movie. I was like, it can't be that hard. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Sweet. Just in such an adult mood. Wait, this is a really cool thing that only happen if I get started. Ugh, I get that so much. Yeah, Destin, absolutely. I find that's part of the... Okay, so, fun fact. I downloaded Blender a week ago. I've already modeled something, like, very, very simple. Like, very, very beginner. And I spent 7 hours downloading Unity. So I can make VR chat models. Fun fact. A lot of the plugins necessary to make VR chat models require a 2019 version of Unity, not the most recent one. No matter what the program says, it requires a 2019 version of the editor. I had to download Unity upwards of 5 times to get that right. Nightmare. Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. There aren't enough clear guides for Unity. It is very frustrating, but here's the thing. I understand why there aren't. Because Unity keeps changing. It keeps changing its layout, its updates, and everything looks slightly different. So whenever you download a new version, you look at the tutorial and go, this doesn't quite look right. Is this correct? And then you have to do guesswork, and then you mess with the settings and mess it up. So you have to do so much re-downloading and reinstalling to make it work. There is no Unity in Unity. Exactly, Nova. Exactly. There's Jones. Donut, donut, donut. So I actually skipped that tutorial. Gary's got it right, doing the donut tutorial and learning how to use Blender. I knew that I wouldn't be able to pay attention, so I modeled a little gray blob character. It worked okay. It got me used to the UI, and honestly, I need to practice it more to understand it. However, it's very frustrating. Excuse me. It's learning a new thing, and I'm very curious, and I like it. I don't like modeling fingers. It's very frustrating. It is so confusing that I went, okay, I need to simplify this, actually. I'm not going to use Blender yet, because my brain is not getting enough of the reward for hard work. Dopamine or serotonin, whichever one. There's a difference, I know, but I'm not smart enough to know which one. And so what I did is instead I used a Vroid model. I made a Vroid model that I knew was going to be usable, and I imported it, or I haven't imported it yet, but I decided to just put bones into it. So I just downloaded Unity after 7 hours and went, that's enough. But my plan is to try to use the Vroid model, put it into Unity, add the bones and understand how that works, and then put that into VR chat. Because that seems simpler or a better starting point to learn than going from Blender to Unity, because of the amount of work that is necessary to make the Blender model first. I feel like I'm going to lose steam if I just start with that. For those of you who do not understand what's going on, that is okay. It's just learning a new program for 3D models. Or the only program for 3D models, for real. Okay, that sounds so confusing. It's incredibly confusing. There's not enough cohesive tutorials that are updated. But the technology keeps changing too fast for tutorial makers to actually explain it well. And that's the frustrating thing about 3D. I remember seeing a video of Girl DM talking about how 3D kind of sucks in certain ways because it's not standardized. And I have to agree with her because there are so many ways to do it for 3D model creation, and nothing is standardized. At least in Live 2D, it is one dimension and one program. It is one program to do it. You don't need add-ons. You do not need any outside add-ons to make a really good Live 2D model. I don't even think there are really add-ons. Like, I do not know very many Live 2D riggers that use add-ons. The program itself has everything you need. 3D is an entirely different beast because Unity is meant for making games. It's meant to have so many purposes outside of making models that there are too many tutorials that encompass other aspects of this program. The program is essentially too big for the small project I am making, and so it's too complex, but there's no other program to use. Similar problem to Godot. Sorry, I've got on a rant now. This is a new thing I'm interested in. But Godot is actually one that I wanted to learn because I don't trust Unity with its policies. However, the downside is Godot is the same in that it is a game-making program. It is not meant for making this very niche thing of VR chat models. So there are no tutorials because it is so super new, and it has not been explored enough. So it's very, very hard to jump into 3D. Live 2D is easier to jump into. So much easier. 3D, so difficult. So we love hearing our favorite streamers yap about things. Good, I'm glad. How do you stay focused on these projects? Super jealous. It is... ever since I was a kid, I have had a incredibly strong desire to understand how things work. Mocha, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. I hope y'all had a lovely time playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm just drawing some fan art of Falin and Marcille being monsters and gay. Welcome on in. I hope you had a lovely time. Sorry, I was just talking about my my newest interest, which is making 3D models. And by that, I mean learning to make 3D models. I have not made any successful 3D models yet. But I love learning how things work. Part of me is like, I could commission someone for a 3D model, and it would be so much faster, easier, and it would look so much better. However, I would not be as happy with it. That is just a me thing. That is just a specifically honey thing, where in order to enjoy something and want to use it more often, me personally, I have to make it and understand how it works so that I can creatively think of more ways to improve upon it. It gets my brain working. It's really fun. Yeah, Mocha, I love Crane Wives. Crane Wives is so nice. I love folk music. I'm obsessed with Falin. Thank you for your service. Absolutely. No worries. Listen. Would. Absolutely would. Respectfully. And also disrespectfully, but mostly respectfully. Oh. Godot is a difficult game for game devs too. Speaking from experience, is very new. Gotcha. Godot is really new, so I would assume that it's harder to use. Thistle, I do my modeling in Dazed. I tried opening Blender and my eyes glazed over, so stuck with Daze. Dr. Jones, unfortunately, because 3D is in its second renaissance, it's getting more tech quick here by the month. Yep. It is continually learning. Dragon Saber, I'm learning the fundamentals. Nice. Enjoy drawing. Have fun. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time. I'll just make sure I didn't miss any good questions. Mithrandir, dopamine is the happy, excited chemicals. Serotonin is the happy, content, and relaxed chemicals. Oh, okay. Ginger, hands and fingers in Blender are not quick or easy. Oh, yeah. You know what? Plugberry, you're absolutely right. Whoa, Blender upon. But also, Snorlaxer, I hope you have a lovely time. Ugh. I'm just reading your message and making sure I didn't fall behind. I'm peeping glimpses of your streams through clips for half a year, but I don't linger around Twitch often, so I never catch your streams. Coincidentally, I was just looking for background noise while practicing figure drawing for a bit, and here you are drawing. Let's go! I hope you have fun figure drawing. I miss figure drawing. I miss being in figure drawing class. It's so much fun. It's so good. Why not? My bronze hero forged mini of my character Corona, commemorating her 10-year anniversary, is arriving today. So I'm excited. Gonna throw her render and later figure out when she arrives in the show chat channel on server. Let's go! I'm glad she arrived. Mocha 1000% wood. Good taste, good taste. You're in the right place. Let's go. Ginger, maybe once you've made your model you're happy with, you make a Blender tutorial to help others who do the same. I would absolutely love to do that. I don't know if I would be able to make a tutorial just because my attention span for editing is so short. I do not enjoy editing. That's one that my brain does not enjoy. But I wouldn't mind doing a Blender stream because there are a lot of really good tutorials, but I don't know yet how they apply. Like if they are going to be completely useful or if they are not going to be what I'm looking for, you know? There, still trying to get my head around some Blender stuff. Blender learning stream when? I thought about Blender learning streams. And Gary, let me shout out Gary because Gary. I love Gary. Gary is wonderful. Gary is actually learning Blender right now, and him downloading Blender and modeling, right now I think he's modeling a Kamen Rider, made me go, okay, let me download Blender and see what it's about. I started with a much more complex tutorial than him, and so it's a bit different for me. Our experiences are different, and that's okay. But I would highly recommend checking out Gary's channel because Gary is learning Blender right now, and sometimes it's fun to learn with friends. Someone heard Kamen Rider? Gary loves Kamen Rider. Check him out. Gary is modeling a Kamen Rider helmet right now. No, not right now, but he was yesterday. And he is learning Blender. So if you're learning Blender and you want someone to learn alongside with, Gary would probably be a very good person for that. Sweet Anya, happy 20 months. Welcome on back. Hey, honey, how's everyone's favorite art goblin today? Going good. Just doing a little bit of fun art. Mariak, thank you for the resub. Happy 34 months. Let's go. Hi, Zether. Blender stream? Well, that'd be a loud stream. Honey would be making a peanut butter smoothie. Yeah, just like the blender noises. I think... Yeah, I knew that I probably wouldn't be able to stream a Blender learning stream. Mostly because when I am learning a new program, I take a lot of breaks. I do my best to try to learn in a way that I don't get bored. Because if I get bored, that's it. That's when the learning stops. So I have to find a way to keep myself motivated and interested. And so my way of learning is impatient at best and slow at worst. I don't know how to spell what a Blender sound is. That's okay. It's like... I don't know how to make a Blender noise. Dungeon Meshi is almost as good as Best Goblin Honey. Dungeon Meshi is better. Dungeon Meshi is so good. I love figure drawing. I do it with my friend every now and then. Helped him learn some fundamentals when he was starting out. He's encouraging me to re-practice them now that I'm getting back into things. My favorite thing at the moment is trying to speed draw people I see out windows while taking the bus to interviews. That's a great one. My professor told me to do that. Anytime we would transit to class, I would try to take out my sketchbook and draw someone without them noticing. And it was difficult, but it was a really good learning experience. Umakiri, happy 15 months. Welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. You've heard of the Pomodoro method. I get bored quickly and it's helped a ton in my learning process with art. Ooh, I've never heard of the Pomodoro method, Saibini. I don't think I have anyways. Doesn't sound familiar. Saying that's how I've been progressing through art. I don't force myself to draw if I don't feel like it. And when I start to get bored drawing, I take a break. I think part of it is like if I learn with my friends, like if I tune into one of Gary's streams, I am more likely to listen and remember. Blender has so many hotkeys. That is the big frustrating part about Blender. It has an insane amount of hotkeys, and it is not beginner friendly. I would not recommend Blender to someone who is looking for a simple art program, because it's got a similar problem to Unity, where it is meant to do so much, and the tiny scope of what I'm trying to do is so small in comparison to what it is capable of doing that a lot of the tools become overwhelming. I would love if, like, LiveGD has 2 modes. You can purchase one, but you can flip between them, where it has animation mode and model making mode. If there were a model making mode for Blender where they simplify it, that would be so much better. Same thing with Unity. If it had a level design, environment design, and then like model making toggle, that would be excellent. Then again, I don't know the complexities of 3D software, so I don't know how viable that would be. But I feel like if they did that, it would be so much more accessible to new creators that it would not scare people away. You know what I mean? I single-handedly giving credence to the meme. Bored now. Yep. I can test a Pomodoro. I used it in college when I couldn't afford my ADHD meds to help me piecemeal through assignments instead of having the all-in-one sitting or nothing mentality. I do have that. It is frustrating. Very effective for not burning out. The short version is to take breaks every 20 minutes. Oh. Okay. That's similar to what I learned in school, where if you're... This is what I do. It's different, but if you are stuck on something for more than 15 minutes, take a break or ask someone or look up a tutorial. That's it. If something is taking more than 15 minutes to solve, you're not going to be able to solve it by yourself. At least not without a break. Why not? Thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months to you. Welcome on in. Or back. Secret to learning both Unity and Blender is that you can ignore 80% of what it can do and just focus on what you need it to do. Exactly. It is so huge and so complex. It can do so much, but I only need it to do a fraction of what it was designed to do. Because if I try to do anything else, I will lose interest. It's frustrating. But it's learning. It is the learning process. There we go. That's better. Zether, I need a Pomodoro for art stuff. I want to get back to drawing constantly. I got a slate tab this week. Let's go! Honestly, it's a good idea. Also, Plug Bear was driving to go grab some takeout from a lunch break. Got a few things to say, but chief among them, we love Honey Goblet for Dubby. I'm glad y'all enjoy it. Worked in Unity for 7 years commercially and couldn't tell you now or then what half it did. Yeah, it is so strange. I am glad to be learning a new program, but I feel like there are VR chat users, people who just want to make models. There has to be a simpler way. Like, I know there isn't, but we can't all be learning Unity and Blender like this. It's so... It feels so duct taped together. But then again, a lot of art feels like it's duct taped together. Live 2D was not initially meant for VTuber use. It could be, but it was more meant for moving animations for games, you know, with complex art and sprites. Or not sprites. Actually, yeah, sprites. And it became such a standardized tool for VTubing. And I'm so glad that that is the program that did it, because it updates constantly, but in a way that is really, really good, if that makes sense. It is the only program, so you can it makes a lot more sense to my mind. It's standardized to a certain degree, and it makes sense. I'm sorry to say this, but pretty much everything's software is duct taped together on entry level. It's duct tape all the way down. Yep. I don't think people really realize it. Even Live 2D, the program that I am most comfortable working in for making models, it's still duct taped. It's still duct taped. It's very strong duct tape, and it has gotten better. It is still duct taped. It is probably the easier one to learn, though, for sure, because you only need one program. That's it. Well, Son, I wish I could do that. When I get focused on something, I turn into a cryptid, I swear. Someone will open the door while I'm trying to figure out something or finish something, and I'll be like, why have you disturbed me? Me too. That's partially why I don't stream learning Blender or Unity. A, because I have no idea what I'm doing, so it might not be as interesting, and when I'm on a stream, I feel a need to be good at what I'm doing. Whereas if I'm off stream, I can make mistakes. I can mess up, and it's fine. Hugbear. Blender is like modding a Fallout game, an eldritch ritual of madness held together by forces beyond our comprehension and duct tape, inexplicably mastered by the horniest people alive. I was talking to, I think I was talking to like Gabi, where I was like, Blender's not working, Unity's not working. I swear, we gotta get the... My brain made the joke, and I'm like, wait, this is actually true, where it's just like, we gotta give this program to the furries. We gotta give it to them. The most dedicated and smart group of people for figuring out text problems is the furry community. I am not even joking or dissing. Give programs and stuff to the furries, because they will find a way to streamline this process. I cannot stress how I am not joking or making fun. So don't reveal our secrets. The duct tape is meant to be concealed behind the fancy UI and UIX team cooked up. Bioweapon and the Overwatch community. The Overwatch community's got animations up the wazoo, I'm sure. Miwa's son interrupts me while in a deep study. Insert alien screeching noises here. Yeah, my mood immediately sours, and it is not anyone's fault. It is not anyone's fault. I just get into a rhythm. You are neither joking nor making fun. I get it. Trust me. Yeah. I wish VR chat avatars were more simple, but I have Unity and Blender knowledge because of it now. So, G-Tune. I downloaded Unity and the Creator Companion to make VR chat models. When you click on making VR chat models in the 2022 or 2023 version of Unity, it says, you must download the 2019 version of Unity. And I'm like, okay, cool, let me do that then. And so I download it, and I'm like, okay, cool, I have 2 versions of Unity on my computer now. And then I try to open it with either one, and it goes, you're missing this program, and they're missing each other? Excuse me? Excuse me, Unity? What do you mean I have to have 2 programs but only use one, but you need the other one to function? What do you mean? What does that mean, Unity? Tell me, riddle me this, program. What do you mean? Anyways, dependency hell. Yeah, exactly. Dr. Jones, my favorite word when talking about programs is spaghetti code, which means the code is so messy to read and is so fragile, it's like a plate of spaghetti. Isn't there like a PNG that has to be in a Fallout game, otherwise the game completely falls apart? Coding is wizardry. Coding is so complex. I don't understand any of it. But I know that that PNG has to exist sometimes, otherwise everything falls apart. Imagine before the creator companion, I would not touch it without the creator companion. For real? I would not touch Unity did I not have a fixation on this. Mythinder, the two kinds of community that I would trust to tackle a problem. Try to streamline it and make it as solid as possible. Furries and techies. In fact, there's probably even overlap. Oh, I cannot stress enough. There is so much overlap with furries and techies. As someone who went to an art school and saw the other departments, it's like there is an extremely large overlap, and I trust them with any computer. They could have no knowledge. They could have no specialties in computer sciences at all, and I would still trust them so much with my computer. I would give them my full computer and go like, fix it, please. Please, help me. First of the modern versions of mesothelic shifting shamans. They hold esoteric knowledge and will use it without hesitation to become a cool animal. Yep. Cage, I realized live 2D was too much for me right now, especially with my ADHD, so I'm trying to mess with PNG Tuber Plus. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. For Milligrams, it's a similar layering system, but a lot simpler and less pressure needed to be perfect. Yes. Even with live 2D, there is no need for it to be perfect. It can be tough to learn, but you get there. You get there. I want to make this bigger. Oh. There we go. I think the heads need to be bigger for the body. The body was a little too... The body was a little too small. There we go. It's not overlap, they're just the same circle? Yeah, exactly. It is a circle. Screw coding. I spent 2 hours pulling my hair out trying to understand why changing one parameter in a line of code I copied was causing it not to work. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Not even with coding, but with making live 2D models. Making live 2D models can be very stressful because sometimes copying and pasting does not work. Sometimes there's something you're missing. Sometimes there's an extra space in the code or the mesh's name and it's messing everything up. And it's like, oh my gosh, please, please. Snorlax or Radio Jade, I feel called out. Got him. You both know I'm right. Thank you for lending the Lambo, for real. I don't know what that means, but you're welcome. You ever want to permanently cripple the internet, bomb for a convention? First off, no, don't do that. But also, if you just want to, if you want to set back the human race for like a good chunk of time, don't. The furries, please, they are sacred. So much of what we need relies on them. Please, 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 please. Best I can recommend for fixing Unity issues, VRChat's documentation. Ooh, actually, that's a good idea, G-Tune. I didn't read VRChat's documentation. I was going off tutorials, like video tutorials. So, Alexa, in my defense, I have nothing to do with creatures bearing fur, and move to motion as mistrial. Also, Courtney K, happy 20 months, hiya! Welcome back. Thank you so much. Why is our infrastructure maintained by floofs? I don't know. I don't know why it's like this, but it is. This is the world we live in. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. Looking at Marcel's profile now. There we go. I gotta drink some tea. I feel sad we only have a little bit of Dungeon Meshi left, and then we have to wait for season 2. It's a lot. I don't mind having to wait, honestly. I will wait for a good thing. Blackbear, thank you for the 100 shinies. Let's all appreciate that, anthropologically speaking, something in both we and people living during the Stone Age can agree on is furries are the magical backbone of our way of life. Yeah. Yeah. It's neat. I'm glad that we have those magical shamans. Don't get me wrong. Idolizing any group of people is always bound to lead to problems, especially blindingly following them and idolizing them. But just the technological know-how needed to make avatars so that they can exist is so neat. It's so cool, and it makes sense why they would be so good at it. I want to learn how to do that. I just realized something. Honey in VR chat, and I got a VR headset recently. I finally would be able to hug Huppity Guppity if she would buy. Could be fun to be in VR chat. I don't have any of the tech to track yet, but I would like to have that. I would like to get the model first and understand VR chat, then understand what technology I would need. Because there's a lot of stuff that you can do. That's another thing with 3D. There are so many pieces of physical tech for 3D models. It is so hard to know where to begin and what is a good idea. You know what I mean? Except for Goblin VTubers who draw, I will blindly follow them without hesitation. Gotcha, why not? Gotcha. Be careful. Be careful. Perhaps I will steal your kneecaps. I'll jest about it until it's normalized, and then all of a sudden your kneecaps be missing. You'll be like, what happened? Dude, I don't have tracking either, just a head and arm, really. Also, hi Kurokage, happy birthday! I hope you're having a lovely day. Hope you eat some good stuff. Good food. Why is my nose stuffy all of a sudden? Oh, allergies. Okay. Perhaps that is it. Take a little sip of tea. Excuse me. Bray, I'm currently struggling with 3D art. It's hard. It is so hard. It's so hard to learn, but I want to get there. I have not learned all there is to do in 2D art, but I feel like learning 3D art will be an excellent way to branch out. Make her worried. Need to adjust this a bit more. There we go. I love digital art. It allows you to do stuff like this. It's so cool. Handicaps are too high for you to reach. I fear not your empty threats. For now. I should draw more Marcille. Listen, I like Marcille art. It's pretty cool. I think I made her eyes a little too big, actually. Gotta shrink them a little bit. There we go. I think that looks a bit better. Nah. Wide-eyed is nice. Motanova! Happy anniversary to you! Welcome back! And a year-old sub for the honey mistress. Mistress. That's a lot of responsibility. A little stretch. Who's the music? This is Crane Wives. This one's called Not the Ghost. Bird brain. Wait, you're the goblin I see in clips a lot, eh? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. See, yeah, you see my favorite goblin? Thank you. That's kind of neat to say. Welcome in. Zuchi, digital art was my saving grace because I was too frustrated from the mistakes in physical and would literally ruin the paper from how much I erased. I just throw away the drawing at that point. Digital does really help for adjustments on the fly. And so, like, I don't think it's a bad place to start doing art. Because, yeah, some people have that where they will get too dissuaded to continue when they begin drawing. And so it is gentler and more forgiving. Part of it is a mental state, too, where you put pressure on yourself to be really good at art while drawing on paper for your first times. When the point of drawing on paper and drawing for the first time is to start working towards being good at something. The expectation of drawing something perfectly the first time is harsh and simply not true. There's a lot of pressure for people that people put on themselves and others to perform something perfectly the first time. Otherwise, they're not meant to do it. And it can make art seem way more intimidating. It can make people think that art is only for the talented, for those who are immediately good at it first try. When in reality, art is a skill that's worked on. It's like when you're an athlete. You're not born good at walking and running. Everyone has to practice it and get the technique down. You think it's strange that you have to learn that there is a technique for running, but it is true. There are techniques for running. Some people do it naturally, but that doesn't mean they're more inclined to be stronger runners or better runners than someone who is trained. You know what I mean? Why not? Thank you for the gifted sub. Mongoon. I give up too easily for art and I'm also a perfectionist. The only antidote to that I've found is treating yourself as a baby in terms of art. If a toddler starts drawing, you're not going to be harsh on them. You're not going to go, oh, the perspective's off. You chose the wrong tool to draw. Like, the character's anatomy is off. No. They're beginning something. You encourage them and go like, this is great. Keep going. Because, yeah. It is important to learn that when you are beginning anything, you are allowed to make mistakes and grow. It is important that you make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not going to learn as much. You know what I mean? Caffeinette, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? I hope you had fun playing Minecraft. That sounds nice and chill. Today we're drawing a little bit of Marcille Art. Plug Bear, thank you for the 100 shinies. Honey's Art 101 lesson. Number 1, you are baby. Yep, absolutely. Afro, that's actually really good advice. I'm very harsh on myself, but not in art. That's good. It's good to not be harsh on yourself, especially in art. Bottled line art. My favorite thing about this show is how every goddamn thing was spoiled by fan art before episode 1 even dropped. Yep. It's so good, and here's the thing. Even if you're spoiled, you're still gonna love it. Because I was spoiled for the ending. But it still did not happen the way I thought it was going to happen. And that is really good. That is very, very good. I think I learned in, like, screenwriting class where it's like, give the audience exactly what they want, but not in the way that they expect it or want it sometimes. That is really good. I like that. Kefnet certainly was, except for the dragon. You ran into a dragon? Rip. Rip. Bottled Leonard, you actually didn't like it? Aw. That's too bad. I gotta take a sip. I got too heated about Blender earlier, and now my throat is paying for it. Cage, it took me so long to accept that my art isn't bad just because other people are subjectively, or even objectively in some cases, better. I still struggle with feeling like I fall short sometimes, but I'm usually able to step back and remind myself that I may never be satisfied with my own art, but that I can actually see my talent growing. Good! That is excellent. Because, yeah, there are artists who are way more skilled and faster at drawing than I am. But just because of that, I'm not going to give up. I like drawing too much to give it up. You know? I enjoy it. I'm not going to stop drawing just because someone can draw better or faster than me. If anything, I can maybe learn from them. But that's not the point. The point of creation is not to be the best. It is to create. The act of creation itself is the goal. The manga finished? Yeah! The manga finished, I think, in summer. It was really good. I actually poked the dragon with a stick and the fish sticking me bullets. Well, then the dragon's just defending itself at that point. Also, the people of Van Gogh's time thought his art sucked. He thought his art sucked. Just because you or the people around you might not appreciate your art doesn't mean it's not beautiful and doesn't mean it's not worth making. True. It is... I think something that is hard to grasp is that, yeah, if you think your art is subjective, like if you don't think your art is good, but you enjoyed making it, that is kind of the more important part there. I'm gonna simplify Marcelle's outfit a little bit, because I don't want to draw Marcelle's outfit. She's so complicated. I just wanted to draw Falin. I love Marcelle, but Marcelle, why is your design so complex? But yeah, I was gonna say. Took about a year for Twitch to suggest your stream. Welcome on in, King of Juice. You got here, though. And I hope you enjoy your stay. My favorite Twitch artist, just for the chill vibe and good advice. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's... I remember someone came into my chat asking how to grow on Twitter as an artist. And if I recall, I told them to not try to grow on Twitter as an artist, if that makes sense. You gotta sort of think about creating in a space where you may not be rewarded for it, if that makes sense. Because if you are only drawing art for the reward, or it is specifically your goal to get a lot of eyes and likes on it, you're not going to have a good time. It will tear you apart and your self-esteem. It is so tough. And here's the thing. It is not a ask that should be shamed either. Because it is natural to create things and want to get positive feedback, or even just any feedback. But in the current state of websites and the internet, it is extremely detrimental to the creative process and your feelings of self-worth as an artist if you rely on that for validation. Last Dungeon Meshi episode was so good, but so sad. Ooh, yep. Yep. Okay, Twin. Too many people get lost in the grind and forget that creation and passion is most important, including and almost especially the consumers, not just the creators. Yes. I think one of the biggest drawbacks of the speed of the internet is how people look at a TV series and go like, yeah, it's really good. I can't wait for season 2. I want season 2 now. And it's like, no. Art takes a long time. Like, I did animation for my starting soon screens and stuff. Hours of work for maybe like 1 to 2 seconds of animation. It is a lot. It takes a long time. And even looking at the timelines of how long it takes professionals to do animation, it is way more time consuming and labor intensive than you think. We all kind of need to slow down. We need to slow down and take it easy. However, the algorithms on the internet and people's attention span and constant need for content does not allow for that. It needs... Our brains are kind of trained now for constant stimulation and constant reward. It's really tough. Echidna, you're real? I knew I wasn't losing it. Welcome on in. I'm real, baby. Let's go. Octopus, I have a lot of difficulty drawing. Not enough confidence, too much anxiety, but watching art streams helps. Surrounding myself with positive art vibes makes it a little easier. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry if I'm missing your messages. I'm doing my best to keep reading and not fall behind the conversation while still doing art. Multitasking, baby. Let's go. I got my old art supplies and found old Pokemon drawings. That's cool! You get to enjoy your old art. In addition to that, Twitter has made itself very difficult to grow on as a platform. Yeah, it is very tough for artists. Because the algorithm rewards you for posting content frequently, feeding into the need to keep posting. Let's put the arm above. Maybe I'll put it underneath. No, above? Yeah, above. We're putting it above Falin's arm. But yeah, it's... The algorithm rewards those who post frequently, and artists need time. Otherwise, they'll burn out. That's why part of me is like, I don't think I could do Patreon. I am impressed by artists who can do Patreon because it means that they have figured out how to make their art come out consistently and with high quality, or quality they are comfortable producing monthly. I don't think I could do that because the way my brain works is I need certain weeks off to recuperate and get back to a speed and pace that my brain can find sustainable. Suchi, me with 2 Twitch streams, 1 video game, and 6 art projects on. Constant stimulation? I don't know what you mean. My favorite ASMR artist will show back up, post 5 to 10 videos, and then he'll disappear for 5 months, 2 years, and the comments are just like, whenever you come back, it's a treat, even if only for a bit. Wish more people could be in that understanding. Yeah. Farcel, my beloved. Moon, look! Oh! Oh no, there's... Listen. Listen! Hear me out! Listen! Anyway, I'm very normal about this ship. I'm very normal about this ship. Dee. Dee. Let's go, lesbians! Let's go, lesbians! There we go. Also, y'all check out Moon. Moon is a lovely artist. Moon will actually probably have very, very good advice for people who have art questions as well. Because currently we're just talking about how to chill with the Twitter algorithms and how growing online is not really something that you should shoot for in terms of like creativity. Because it is valid to want it. And it is completely understandable. But it is so tough to do, it can really burn you out if you're not careful. Lesbian Awareness Week, let's go! Let's go! Noon, yeah, it'll destroy your mental health? Yep. It's gotten to a point where I have probably done something that is not great as a content creator, where just this week, I did not post anything. And part of me is like, this is probably not the best decision to actively grow a brand, if that makes sense. I don't like the word brand. It makes sense though, you know? Because it feels cold. But I see so many VTubers who are responding to so many other VTubers' tweets and saying funny things constantly. Part of me is like, how do you rest? How does your brain chill, you know? It's not bad, because some people just have the capacity to do that. However, I'm a silly little guy who likes to take naps and draw and disappear into my own little world sometimes, so it is hard to keep up with that. Yeah, this works. Everyone knows the streamers don't sleep. Not me, baby. I love sleep. Honk, shoo, mirror. Do you do content creation full-time? Yes. So, although I do not stream full-time hours, part of that is because my throat is not really built to stream more than 4 times a week. Like, I keep it at 3 to be comfortable, just in case, and so I have more energy. But a lot of content creation is off-screen. Like, I cannot stress enough, when content creators are not streaming, they are constantly working on their next thing. It is disingenuous. Maybe I think that's the right word. It's not correct to assume that streamers just turn on a camera, talk, and then earn money from that. No. That is narrowing it down so much. That's like saying, yeah, actors just show up on screen, act, and go home and get millions of dollars. It's like, no. There's so much that goes in behind it. For content creation, there are so many things behind the scenes that people are constantly working on to stay in the know of how the tech works, update the stream so that the quality of life is great, and adjust their visuals and aspects of their content so that it can stay fresh and new. It is really hard. Misinterpreting might be the right word, yeah. I mean, streamers don't just turn on camera and prim money. The joke. Yeah. The hardest working streamers work longer hours than most full-time jobs. Yeah. I work more hours of full-time jobs a lot of the times. But it is work I enjoy. And it is work I enjoy. So there's a bit of a balance that you need to strike in order to make it work, you know? And it is tough. It is really tough because in terms of content creation, it is so much more... It is not a show up to an interview, get job, get livable wage. It is much trickier than that. Which can mean it is more accessible in terms of everyone can start it, but not everyone can continue to do it for a full-time job. It is really rough. So there's big trade-offs. That's why if you start streaming and you want to do it full-time, I do highly recommend you start with streaming as a hobby. Starting with it as your job for a goal can work. But more often than not, I think you will find it will be too difficult. You know what I mean? So you gotta love spending as much, if not more time on setup and assets than actual streams. Yep. As an actor, I could say that for certain 90% of our work is offstage. Yep. Similar to streamers, so much of our work is off streams. It is insane. On stream is a small chunk of it. It is the concentrated work that you can see. The work that you do not see is off streams to make everything polished and possible. Content creators are about as busy as doctors. If they aren't live or recording something, they're learning how to do better, make things pop out more, bring more of an audience in. A lot of it is also they are planning collaborations. They are planning merchandising. They are planning their streams. I have my streams planned a year and a half from now. I have things planned that far ahead. And here's the thing. That is almost too far of planning for my comfort. It is good to have that sort of plans, but because of the nature of streaming and content creation and how nothing is really guaranteed, I have to be so flexible and ready to pivot in case that doesn't work. Frost Neighbors to Halloween? Yes, exactly. I've already planned things for Halloween. I don't know if I'll get to them, so that's why I have to be flexible. It is so much work, but it is work I also enjoy doing. I should start to say, and it is work I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? Let's see, she got a shawl. I was wondering where you learned to sing. I found you through a clip and heard Come Along With Me and send me. So, fun fact, I have not had any professional training. Where did I learn how to sing? I sang a bunch as a kid because it was fun. And I just kept doing it. I did choir once when I was a kid, but I don't know if that really counts. Because we didn't get any vocal training. We just sang Christmas carols. That was about it. It was a seasonal thing. I gotta take a little swig of my tea. Snorlaxer, I get that exact perspective, I'll be honest. I struggle to kind of keep up with my peers in the purview of that constant online energy where somehow they have time for life, work, and hours outside of Twitter. Or hours of Twitter. I just want to work, draw, maybe play a game or two, and chat with my friends when I catch them free. It's tricky to find a place where I insert any social media into that. Blackbird, thank you for the 100 shinies. Mohawk word of the stream. Today's word is axkare, which means lover. It is also the word for boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, or for the historians in chat, roommates. Lovely. And they were roommates. Ah, Pikachu, what's up? Verdi, up until late high school, I was a choir kid. Oh, I was a choir kid until late high school where I couldn't fit choir with my art classes. It is rough. It's a bit tough. I don't want to draw Marcelle's hair. Ah, but I will. I will. See, her hairline's here. There we go. I don't want to draw Marcelle's hair. Scary. Singing is fun. I can't sing in any style that isn't operatic, but I do enjoy singing in private. Yeah, absolutely fair. Enjoy what you enjoy. Get around Marcelle's nose a bit. Yeah, there we go. Little bow rounder. Marcelle got that soft, thin past hair. She got the smooth hair. She got a braid constantly. It's slippery. Blood acid. It's very much luck-based. No matter what you do, you're competing with millions of other streams doing the same thing. Yeah, exactly. To a certain extent, no one can do what you do like you do. But discoverability is the tricky part. Discoverability within the right audience. So here's an interesting thing that needs to be talked about when it comes to rating into other streamers. Is that even if I enjoy another streamer, if I raid into them, there is no guarantee that people are going to stick around, and that is okay. However, I think there was someone complaining on Twitter a while back where they were like, why don't people raid smaller content creators? And it's just like, well, part of that is they might not know you exist. They might not know you exist, as well as they might have watched your content and gone, I don't think my audience would fit the vibe for this. Because if I stream art, keep a very chill vibe, and then go to a streamer who is way more chaotic and screaming and playing FPS shooters, the overlap of the audience doesn't always work. Sometimes it does, but sometimes it doesn't. As well as sometimes, most times I prefer not to give people really big whiplash when it comes to stream vibes. I will sometimes, if I do, I will usually warn them and go like, yeah, our vibes are different, just a heads up. But there are many reasons why someone might not raid into you or just might not know you exist. What do you think the audience transfer is when you raid? 5%? 2%? Honestly, I have no idea. I do my best to shout out content creators that I know, because that way I know that, like, A, that for the most part, when I raid into someone, I try to make sure that, like, A, they're friendly to LGBT people. They have a very positive community. I know them usually, because there's a little bit of responsibility on the streamer to look a little bit into who they are rating, and if not, to disclose that to people they're rating. Because I don't want to drop you into a completely random streamer who might just, like, start saying slurs. Like, that is not a good vibe. That's a bad time, you know? there's also sometimes one of the concerns is like sometimes a content creator hasn't been around long enough for me to go, I don't know what I know what they're about, you know? You wouldn't want to rate into most critical or some of his size and content. Yeah. There is a certain safety when it comes to, for me, rating into other VTubers. Because I'm like, okay, VTubing is a medium, but if my audience watches VTubers, they are more likely to enjoy watching another VTuber. You know? Method, a good analogy is the iceberg. You see the tip of live streams and stage performances, but the majority of the iceberg, the stream overlays assets, rehearsals, and actors' homework, for example. Yeah, you don't see all the work that goes into it, but that is okay. Some people can, but I'm not going to hold it against someone if they're like, I don't see the work, but I enjoy it. Oh, right, I gotta draw her braids. Marcille, your braids. Turn this down. I'm gonna draw the rough braids. Yeah. Do I know how to draw braids? Not really, but that's okay. Good morning, Doris. Engagement. For example, most ASMR streamers are often very careful when rating into another creator. Does it match their vibe? Are they a good person? Is this with the same values that will take care of the audience? Is it wrong kind of ASMR? This is an extremely specific niche example, but it should apply to all genres. Exactly. There's like, I do not want to expose anyone to something that might make them uncomfortable. It's rough. It can create a feeling of unfairness or favoritism among new content creators who would like a shot, you know? But some of it is that the reality is that like sometimes I just don't know what you're about. And I haven't had the time to figure it out because a lot of people are trying to get what they're about out there. I am just one person. I don't know all of the inner workings of this community. And honestly, I shouldn't hold myself to that standard where I need to know what every single content creator is about. Because that's just unrealistic. I can do my best. But, you know, there we go. I don't hold everyone to that standard because sometimes people don't know about me, and that's okay. They don't have to. Hashtag, ooh, good idea. Thanks, Narbaculus. Another reason someone might not rate a small streamer if they do know, even if they do know them, is because small B might not be able to handle it. You don't want to give them a heart attack. Part of it is also I don't know how their community acts, and I don't know if their mod team could handle it. You know, what if they have no mods, and what if like there's because having a bigger number does attract more people because people want to see what you're about. I don't want to overwhelm someone with that responsibility as well. That's when lines like that look so useful. Yeah, the liquefy tool is really handy. I'm starting to use it a little bit. Marcelle's got a little bow. She's so cute with her red bow. It's a nice little thing. As much as I do not like drawing Marcelle's hair, I will admit it is gorgeous and it is such a huge part of her character. I love it. I don't like drawing it, but I like it. Looks like, look at this. She got 4 braids going on. Like, look at that. Marcille, you got so many braids in your hair. Marcille, my beloved. Oh, so cool. So good. Oh, a little stretch. Not related to the current topic, but his chat started fermenting their mead. It's May Day soon, and that means mead and fresh sugar glazed or jam filled donuts. Ooh, that sounds good. I also think it's entirely on the responsibility of the creator being rated to get raid retention they want. They get the golden raid and either freeze up and lose attention, act apathetic, or at the end of the day, we're not prepared for an occasion like that. When people say this job takes luck, it's partially true, but your hard work should be built upon that. So, success to a certain extent is a big part luck, but it is also skill. You can get a big ol' raid, but if you do not have the skill to maintain it and keep people's attention and draw the people in that fit in your community, then luck's not going to do you much good. And that is the rough part. You need both. You need both for content creation. And it is extremely tricky to get both. There are a lot of content creators I know who have the ability to retain a huge number, but just haven't gotten their break. Conversely, I also know people who got a bunch of opportunities, but were not able to retain it because it just was not in their skill set. And both is fine. It doesn't really reflect who you are as a person. It's just the combination is kind of needed for content creation. Sage, I'm glad you like the art. Thank you. I'm doing my best. I'm working on it. Let's see. Turn this off. Let's see. She got like thin eyebrows, actually. There we go. It was creating a tangent with the face and it was bothering me. Ugh. Let me get a little sip. Birdie, I'm glad Marcel's hair is so loose and slippery because it can go in whatever direction. Only thing I gotta pay attention to is hairline. Yep. It is so tricky. I actually think I made her hairline a little too high right here. There we go. That looks a bit better. Got Marcel's cute little poncho. Poncho's so cute, but Marcel, your outfits are so hard to draw. Ryoko, how did you draw her constantly? Gosh, it's so much work to draw Marcel, but she looks so cute. I am gonna skip drawing the pouches. I'm gonna be so for real. Look like Marcel has fallen for her. Fallen for her. Yeah, yeah. Love the way you enunciated both. Thank you. Both. How to draw constantly. Practice, dedication, and spite for the world. That is one way to do it for sure. I kind of like the opposite, where it's like, yeah, practice, dedication, but also a little sense of whimsy. Whimsy and fun. I find that spite will get you very far, but it will burn you out. Whereas whimsy and fun will make you happier in the long run. You may not move as quickly as you'd like, but I think you'll enjoy your time a bit more. But who knows? Some people like being motivated by spite. But you're having fun? How dare you? Fun? Here? Who would say such a thing? Who would say such lies? Bro, I need to act more in whimsy, especially if the feeling is quick. Yep. Whimsical. Fun. Okay, her dress actually goes... I'll be so for Falin, why are you wearing sandals in a dungeon? Maybe it's elf fashion or something. Because, like... You gotta run, and I'm gonna be so for real. Sandals are not great for running. Can you tell I don't really like drawing feet? No? Good. Just got here and I love it. Your art's expressiveness is incredible, and what it was before, and that was before the art. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Flying Bear, thank you for the 100 shinies. Marcel does not compromise on the wizard flip-flops. Magic is stored in the grippers. Marcel says it's the hair, but no. We all know the truth. 'Tis the grippers. I don't want to draw fabric. That's okay. That's okay. I can cope. I will learn. I'll be good. I'll be a good artist yet. Nothing tires me out more than drawing fabric and perspective. It's so tiring. Let's see. My brain is like, I'm so excited to draw the next piece, and I'm like, buddy, we're still working on this piece. The next piece will be different. Sandals are for running. They're a ranged weapon. Oh, dude, my shoes are my nemesis drawing subject. If there's an opposite of a muse, the shoes are that for me. Yep. The inspiration killers. Anything involving the grippers. I don't want to draw the grippers. Mom, I don't want to eat my vegetables. What if I just want to draw them being cute? I don't want to draw. I don't want to draw them like that, Mom. Too bad. That's too dang bad, honey. You gotta draw the grippers. That foot is way smaller. Alright, let's fix that. I ain't fixing that. I ain't adjusting that. Does this make sense? No. Am I gonna fix it? No. This is for fun! For fun! By grippers, do you mean feet or hands? Turns out grippers means feet, even though I thought it meant hands, so... Yeah, that was a sad day for me. I've been using grippers wrong. Alright, here's the tricky part. I gotta draw Marcel's arms. Oh, yeah. Thought it meant hands? I thought it meant hands too. The internet has ruined this word for me. So if the arm goes here, the elbow's here. I'm gonna hide the hands. I'm gonna be so for real. I'm gonna hide the hands. I don't wanna draw it. I don't wanna draw the hands now. Let's see. Fabric, my nemesis. If I get past the basic anatomy, there's a reason I stick to landscapes mostly. Only. My brain immediately goes, I gotta draw the heads. I gotta draw the body. So I cannot skip it. Alright, put Falin back. Put her back. Put her back. Alright, that's okay. And then... guess I'll have to have the little bit of the hands showing. Ah, fabric! Ah! I don't want to try it. I'm extremely lucky I had an early start in grasping hand anatomy when I was a teen. Lucky duck. I'm keeping this rough. You know what, to be honest, I could probably just cut the drawing off like this. But I won't. I won't. Currently having biscuits and gravy and farm fresh eggs. Ooh, that sounds good, Jedi. Oh, let me stretch. So for everyone, the hands and fingers can be sketched by using two boxes of the same shape. Like squares, right? I wonder if Chimera Falin can be described as quite a handful to deal with. I think so. I think you can describe her like that. Ugh, I have to stretch my arm out. One sec. I'm feeling a bit of tightness in one of my fingers, so we're taking it easy. Have I been drawing enough? Probably not. I want to draw more. Alright, we're keeping that rough. I'm gonna scooch over to this next one. Keep my motivation going. Oh, excuse me. Look at how messy this is. Oh well. Let's see. I gotta get the reference of Falin and Marcille back. Laios, I love you. I'm gonna have to crop you out of this. Messy, but in the safe for work way. In the frustrating way. Hi, Cavi. Welcome in. Or Cavix. Tiff. Oh, 1 sec. Excuse me. Let me do a little sip of my tea again. Falin's so cute. Falin is so, so cute. They're gay. Cutting out photos and pasting them over last week. Sorry, Laos. This stream ain't about you. I'm gonna switch up. I love the oh hellos. I'm gonna switch it up. I need a vibe change because my brain is getting stuck in one loop. So we're switching it up to... Let's see. What's a good one? Eve, get in here. Models like you? Thank you, miss. Made it myself. This bitch is gay. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. How to make your audience go eyes emoji. Just add a single lipstick smudge to someone's neck in a couple drawings. You are correct. Wait a minute. I just thought of something very sapphic and gay. Okay. Okay, one second. My brain got too excited thinking about drawing this. Blood. Lip. Stick. That's not how you spell lipstick. That's how you spell lipstick. Okay. We can move on now. Sapphic. Yes. Gay? Yes. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. Actually, I should draw the head base first. Okay, what I'm 54% of. Let's go in it. Thinks of something gay. I must add. I approve. Good. Good. Whether you approve or not, we doing it. This is a bit more like my style of face. That's okay. I think I gotta soften up the nose again. Liquify tool. Save me time. Yes. Very tiny adjustments. But it makes a difference to me. Yeah, your girl that can rip throats and smooch neck with the same teeth. Teeth for biting, huh? Honey, not gay enough. I can make it gayer. I can make them more sapphic. For real, though. I gotta make it bigger, though. Just lost a Falin's face and make him go mwah mwah mwah. Marcel's cheek is a joke. As a little goo. Yeah, yeah, if I just got do this, and go like make the sound effects like mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, it's a little goof. A little goof. Yeah. A goof. Your anatomy line looks go so good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad they come out good. Revy, that's the tool that people use to do it? Yeah, it's over here. Let me show you. It's not in all CS Paint volumes. I have CS Paint 3, but it is this little square tool. Like you can see the it's light highlighting. It's liquify. It's below the blur tool. Friend of mine, a lad I do figure drawing with, is really into dungeon meshi. Told me once that apparently in the manga Falin has a massive honker of a nose. She does. It is very cute. It is very cute. Good to see you being gay AFs here. Let's go. Let's go. It's a good time in here. I gotta turn down the opacity for these ones so I can see what I'm doing. The reaction is cute. Thank you. It's a cool stream effect. Thanks. Yeah. I don't use it too often because sometimes I find it blocks the art, but for showing my point and like where my pen is, I think it's good. So people can see what I'm using. For the most part, I am using hotkeys though. Thanks for the lettuce boy. Logan, I needed to get my cute goblin break after shopping around to make a more trad goth outfit for my plague doctor. Ooh, traditional plague doctor. Good choice. Good choice. Also, Chromic, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 5 months to you. You go into a dungeon with a girl, next thing you know, she's your final boss. Yeah, this is pretty cool, actually. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, the face shape isn't quite right. I think I can adjust that. Doesn't quite look right. Dang it. My desire to style match is frustrating sometimes. I'll be so for real. This is frustrating to me too much. I haven't done a style study, so it's frustrating. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to grab this. I'm just going to grab this. And we're gonna adjust it. We're using digital art tools, baby. There you go. The future is now. I'm just using the tools available. Let's go. Press that. Are we allowed to post clips? No links in chat, just for everyone's safety, but you can absolutely post them in the Discord if you'd like. People still use hotkeys? I have only... All keys are hot. Ugh. Diamonds, I finally find you streaming when I'm not busy. It's been too long. Welcome back, Crazy Diamond. Ugh. I'm glad you're a little less busy now. I hope you're taking care of yourself. That's a good emote. That's a good emote, Verdi. It's not cheating if the tools are available. To a certain extent, with tools, you can be cheating yourself out of a learning experience. However, this is for fun. This is not for learning. This is for me. Welcome. This is my thoughts every day. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. Do you have a favorite breakfast dish? Mine's eggs Benedict. Ooh, eggs Benedict, so good. Strong choice. That is probably one of my favorites. There's so much butter in eggs Benedict. Oh my gosh. But delicious. I do love it. I think eggs Benny or just like egg on toast. Like egg on milk bread toast is good, but like I could eat whole wheat or nut bread. What does Simon say? I never thought of it that way. Is there an example you can think of where using a tool might cheat you out of learning? Yeah, absolutely. So what I just did can be considered cheating myself out of a learning experience. However, it is okay. So I copy and pasted the face so that I wouldn't have to redraw it. But if I had redrawn it to get a similar effect, my muscle memory and my brain would have grabbed onto the concept a little better. It would have taken longer, but the muscle memory would have gotten there. However, by copy and pasting it, I am saving a lot more time. And in saving time, I am making sure I don't lose motivation. There's a certain level of, will this tip or trick of copy pasting the face reduce my skills? No. Will it improve them if I don't copy paste? Yes. Will it take me too long and ruin my motivation to finish the piece? Yes. There is a balance you must hit. So for example, if you have a 3D model for character anatomy, yes, you'll be able to grasp the character's anatomy and proportions a little better, but you will kind of be cheating yourself out of learning how to draw it by, for example, getting someone to pose and drawing it yourself from eye to paper instead of copying over top. So you would be cheating yourself out of a learning experience by being more time efficient. Being more time efficient, especially for work, is necessary. But if you have time to learn and experiment and play, I would recommend not using too many digital tools. Absolutely no worries if you do use a bunch of digital tools and assets. I highly recommend you do use them, because oftentimes people say, I don't use those, look at how good I am. It's like, yes, you are very good. But in a way, you are cheating yourself out of time-saving methods that can make you faster. There is a big balance. Listen, we gotta keep the gay fluff vibes going. Exactly. Alright, Derry. It's been a bit. You doing some of that internal screaming we all been doing about Falin, Marcille, and expect a happy time? Yes. Yes. Tom, those are good thoughts. Thank you. Art friend and Dungeon Meshi friend is also someone who I played a lot of D&D with, and coincidentally, last year I was playing a warrior chef of a dwarf who took great care of his craft of cooking. Like Senshi, huh? Cooked a few monsters, but not many though. Just another layer of happenstance cake. Been enjoying dun meshing with the lad. It's good. What does Simon say? Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to answer so thoroughly. Yeah, no worries. I think I fell into a bit of this mistake while I was learning as an artist, where I was like, no, digital art is, I'm not learning as much, you know? I don't like it. The pen just feels weird on the screen. I'll stick with traditional. And to a certain extent, I did grow. And I got the fundamentals down. But once I learned how to use digital art, my growth was exponential. Because I already had a great foundation in physical mediums, where there are a lot less shortcuts and tools to use. So it's a really good balance of learning the basics on paper, so you can have a strong foundation, and then you go to digital. Some people have done the opposite and have done absolutely wonderful stuff. So there is not one way that will be the best way to learn. I can only recommend the things that I think. But my experience is not universal, you know? Also, Squang Eagle. Thank you for the Resub. Happy 2 months. This is 2 months. It's been a bit, yeah. 2 months is a long chunk of time. Tea. Birdie, time efficiency is also its own set of skills. Learning how to do the same process more quickly with alternative methods can really help you focus on more intensive aspects that prioritize your attention. Yes, absolutely. That's another great point. Let's see. Comics. At this point, my goal is to create the finished illustration. I have certain sessions just for learning techniques, but when doing illustration, I'm getting the idea to finish. Yeah. A lot of it comes down to how much time you have to do certain things. If you don't have a lot of time, yeah, use the digital tools available. Absolutely, it's a great idea. I recommend it. It will save you time and energy, and you'll be able to get things done quicker. But in terms of learning, absolutely taking it slow and trying to break down styles and processes is great. I recommend it. I don't currently have the patience for it with this piece, so I'm not doing it, and that's okay. I'm learning the limits of the liquify tool. They're not bad. I think I preferred it for small adjustments, though. There we go. So I think it's a good idea to keep a physical sketchbook and a digital drawing tablet, screen or no screen. I like to bring my little handheld sketchbook with me and keep a mechanical pencil clipped neatly under my shirt beneath my neck buttons. Don't overdo it, but a mixture of both whenever you can is good practice. Yeah, exactly. Terry, motivate me, honey. I need to finish like 3 projects and I have no brain juice. Take a break. If you got no brain juice and like you're falling behind on a deadline, I highly recommend talking to the client about it and being like, hey, I've run out of juice. I will take a break and I will be back this date. Give them a deadline because it also gives you a deadline. Usually if I'm feeling some sort of burnout, I will try to take a break for at least 2 days. At least. Does Liquify tool work with vector layers? If so, that would be pretty helpful. I haven't tried it actually. I've only tried it on rasterized layers. Eagle, within the 2 months, I'm very behind my university stuff like dissertation and my reflection for another course. Good luck. I hope you don't burn out and I hope you're okay. So the idea of commissions is very scary at the moment. Still getting back into the swing of things, and I've only barely rebuilt the confidence to draw myself again. Take it easy. If you are intimidated by commissions, that is okay. You can start with small commissions too. You can go like, okay, I'm not able to draw these full illustrations as an example, and go, okay, I am capable of doing a couple of these though. Let's start gently by doing these. Heart behavior, where have you buried all your children? Tell me so I say. Heart behavior, where have you buried all your children? Tell me so I say. Hi, Mr. Meme. Welcome in. Anyone got any tips for procrastination or something to make me consider my consider on my uni work. Maybe change your location. Like going to work in a cafe might help, but going outside for walks can also really help your brain. I am always a fan of taking a break from your work and actually resting. But yes, I also have the problem where sometimes it can turn into procrastination. So making sure you're eating good, exercising, and trying to take care of your mental is really important. It's not the only things you can do, but they are really good for the baseline level of being capable of doing things. What do you think about Krita? I've never used Krita. It is a free program though, and I'm not gonna bash a free program, you know? If it works, it works. Isn't procrastination good? Sometimes it is your brain saying you need a break, but sometimes it is also a demon telling you to just have fun and ignore your problems until they get worse. So be careful. Tell me so I say. Have you married all your children? Tell me so I say. To add to that, if you guilt yourself about not making art while on break, that doesn't help. Yep, that is a really hard one. If you guilt yourself about not doing your work or your art, you are going to feel worse. And that is a really hard one to break out of. Because that's not your fault. That's your brain being mean. What program do you use? I use Clip Studio Paint. I have Clip Studio Paint EX and upgraded to 3. When's the next singing stream? Probably not for a little bit, at least a month. But I think it'll be fun when I do a next singing stream. I got ideas. I got ideas. You can also animate with it. Only downside is not many tutorials on YouTube, but they're enough. You can animate with Clip Studio, yes. If you have Clip Studio Pro, you can only animate 24 frames. If you have Clip Studio Paint EX, unlimited. I think. I don't know if unlimited, but like way, way more. Like you can do full animations. Where can I report my brain for being mean? I don't know. Who is in charge of the brain? You? Then tell yourself. That's all I got. Pomodoro is great for procrastination despite time periods of procrastination being baked into it. I like to do 45-minute work times with 15-minute short breaks and 25-minute long breaks. So whenever a 15-minute break comes, I watch an episode of a 10-minute cartoon, and when 25 comes up, I watch an episode of half an hour cartoon. Huh. Yeah, maybe Pomodoro's a good thing to look into, honestly. All right, time to draw Marcille. Get rid of that one. I'm referencing this, so let's scooch this over. I'm sorry, Laios, my boy, I love you, but this ain't about you today. This ain't about you. Have you watched Asmon's Gold videos or other? No, I haven't. I honestly, I don't watch too many streamers. I do lurk in some art streamers and some of my friends' streams. But I haven't watched too many. A lot of the times when I'm working, I listen to my playlists. There's just so much content in the world that exists that I don't have time for all of it. It's kind of tough because there are a lot of content creators I just don't know about. Missed it. Happy 3-year stream anniversary. Thank you. I was hoping to do something about it this weekend, but I didn't have anything planned. I've fallen behind with my schedule a little bit. But yeah, it's been... Oh my gosh, yeah, yesterday I think was my stream anniversary, or was the 24th? So the 24th and the 26th of April. Because I've been streaming for almost 3 years. For 3 years now, actually. Wow! That's so long. That is so long, oh my gosh. Oh. Verdi, you've discovered the power of anime. You learn it. Sometimes it's mind over matter, but honestly, sometimes when it comes to tummy troubles, you can't fight it. Just be closer to a toilet. Let's see, hard cell's a pretty good one. I feel like listening to... My throat's a little bit sore right now, so I'm trying to be gentle with it. Running with the Wolves. Too much information in the world that one person cannot know all. There's so much information. There's also just so much content. And we cannot possibly keep up with it all. The amount of time needed to watch content, I don't think you'd be living. You'd probably be watching more than living. And I think it's important to remember to live and go outside. The stars open wide. There is nowhere for you to hide. The heart is moving, shine. Lost tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the trick. All the echoes in my mind cry. Let's put it on your light. The skies open wide. There is nowhere for you to hide. The hunter's moon is shining. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves. I'm gonna adjust the jawline. Oh, I'm running with the... I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the... I'm running with the... I'm running with the... I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the... Reiteration, ICYMI. I came back from... Oh! Okay, I didn't know that. Believe it or not, there was a point in time when TV didn't have enough content for a whole day, so late night, there was literally nothing on. That's wild. The Luster doesn't have all the new bath bombs right now, but they'll be around next month. Ooh. I do kind of like them. They're fun. They're weird and fun little bath bombs. The goblin said touch grass, so I must. Yes. Touch grass. Talk to human beings. Jaded. So glad I get to tune into a lovely honey velvet stream. Been a stressful time lately, and I'm happy to get time to relax. Let's go. I'm glad you're taking time for yourself. Or you get time for yourself. Let's see. I'm going to stream for another 20, 30 minutes, and then I'm going to take a lunch break. And then I'm going to be on another person's stream. A little last minute, but it'll be fun. Living in the arms of freedom. Let everything we to the unforgiving promise made to us, unworthy of your light, your God, your touch, we're guided by the lust. We cry for sullen names, we cry for those who burned beneath the flames. We stand beside the good and great, the broken and enslaved. That is why we live like heathens, stealing from the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom. That is why we live like heathens. I'm wearing out my voice by doing this, but it's so fun to sing. Brother, on another note, any thoughts on the subject that kids' films and cartoons don't have enough dramatic, sad scenes in them? I saw a tweet that claim. Yes, I agree. Cartoons are not just for kids. They should have sad scenes where like kids need to empathize and learn that being in pain sucks and you don't want to treat other people like that, you know? Jedi, it's 100% fair. I knew I had to say something. You come a long way from your humble and adorably scuffed beginnings. Oh, still scuffed. Let's go, baby. You've grown so much in just 3 years from your art skills, your singing, and your mental health. I think we and the Goofballs have helped you come out of your shell a tad. And I couldn't be happier nor more proud of you. Here's to many more years of huppity-guppity. Thank you, Jedi. Thank you so much. I'm happy with where I'm at. I've learned a lot in these past couple years, and I'm very glad. I'm very glad I've learned how to take care of myself better and work more efficiently, but also make better content that I am happy with. You know what I mean? I gotta take a sip. Thank y'all for being here. Past 3 years. It's insane that it's been 3 years. Dang. When you yawn, it looks so menacing. I think part of it just might be my teeth. I got a big mouth. One of your favorite avatars on Twitch? Thank you. I made it myself. Glad you like it. Happy Streamiversary. Streamiversity? Happy 3 years. Let me see if we can find more shinies. Don't worry about it, Destin. It's not a huge occasion. I was hoping I would have time to do something, but I ran out of time. And that's okay. Excuse me. Ooh. In my opinion, it feels these type of scenes should at least be focus tested first. There's no real statistics on it officially. It's mainly just generational gap crap. It could be, yeah. That is also something that's true. But I think if media is sanitized and too soft, not only are kids not going to be able to understand or empathize as much, they're going to search out harder media elsewhere. And that can be a little dangerous. You know what I mean? It can be... I think it is important that children's media have some challenging topics to make the kids think. Like, I think it's important that kids learn empathy like that and can see themselves in the characters and understand how it can be tough when a character goes through hardships and real hurt. Not like the fake hurt that doesn't actually affect them long term, but like real hurt that can be caused by people you trust and others. Like, specifically, like, Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. As a kid, I didn't understand all of it, but I understood that, like, what they did to him was awful. And it's important to learn that so that you don't become like that when you grow up, you know? Would I have become a worse person had I not seen how awfully he was treated? I don't actually know. But it did teach me that, like, how much it must have sucked to go through something like that. Man, I've been seeing these two together a lot. They're cute. They're pretty cute. I think the problem is, like, I keep drawing her hairline way too high. Also, Marcel, I hate drawing your hair. I hate drawing your hair so much. I'll be so for real. I do not enjoy drawing Marcel's hair or her clothes, but I love her design, which is why it conflicts so much in my brain. Listen, thank you for the 100 shinies. I didn't find shinies, but I did find 100 loud poppers. Hopefully there's room for these. Thank you. Let's not put the youngins through the trauma we went through early days of being web. Yes. There's a certain level of like people going, I saw this when I was a kid. I saw these horrible things and I turned out fine. It's like, no, you didn't. No, you did not. Like, you turned out the way you turned out. You do not know what fine is. Be careful. Just because you suffered in the past does not mean we should let the current generation suffer now. If anything, because we suffered in the past, we must learn to protect the younger generation better while still giving them the lessons they need to become good, well-rounded people, which is tricky. It is harder than just saying, let them do whatever and find out, or even let's keep them safe and only show them soft, safe media. There is a balance, and it is hard to stay in the middle. You cannot go too far one way or the other. And it's different for every kid, so there is no standard for it, you know? What might be traumatizing for one kid could be really interesting and a good learning experience for another. And that is what makes it so tricky. What? She has a big forehead. That's okay. She does not even have that big of a forehead. I'll be so for real. That ain't a big forehead. I don't want to draw Marcel's braids anymore. Ah! I will draw Falin all day, all the time. Marcel, I will draw once and cry. You can drink, you can feed. She's beauty in your veins. The flesh and the fruit and the blood and the wine. Come on, in love like a sinner. Baby, let's go lesbians. I love them. They are so cute. So, so cute. Turn off the hair so I can draw the clothes a bit better. I do not have the skill of Ryoko to draw this good. My silly little scrappy style will have to do. There's beauty in your beast. The flesh and the flame and the blood and the warmth. Yeah, my high notes are getting a little rough. My throat's a little sore. Uh-oh. I want to read Dungeon Meshi. I already have a huge backlog of manga to read to begin with, though. Fair. You read it in your own time. I find that whenever I see someone go like, you should read this, instantly my brain goes, that is probably a great suggestion. I don't feel like it now. Sorry, not feeling it. The simple act of someone telling me to do something makes me go, nah, no. It's a good suggestion. I will not take it. So yeah, like, if you want to read Dungeon Meshi, I like it. Read it whenever you feel like it, you know? No rush. Screon, I've joined the Discord. First thing I did after doing so, the password. Second thing, share my little demon. Let's go! That feeling when you love the character but the design is too complicated. Here's the thing, her design isn't even that complicated, it's just hard to draw. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like she has a VTuber level of complexities with bits and bobbles. It's like she's got... The designs in Dungeon Meshi are simple and strong. They are simple and iconic and you remember them. They are also difficult to draw, but they're so good. Well, Sean, thank you for the 100 shinies. I learned what a toxic friendship can be like from Digimon when I was a kid, thanks to Matt. Sure, he grew a bit once he got into high school, but even as a kid I was asking, how did this neglectful, resentful, verbally abusive kid end up with the crest of friendship? Sure, I get now that it was his lesson he needed to learn, but still mess with me as a kid. Yeah. Put hard topics into kids' media. Not to traumatize them, but to teach them. There is a difference, and it is important to know the difference. From the liars, the fuel on the fire, I know I created myself. I know I can fight the sad days and bad nights, but I never asked for your help. You got nerve, so we don't belong together. So you took love from my arms into the arms of yours, but I don't need a cure for me. No, I don't need a cure for me. I keep forgetting Marcille has sleeves. I keep forgetting Marcille has sleeves. Marcille, please. Please, your outfits are so cool, but I'm so bad at drawing them. For real, the moment I don't think it's my choice to watch, read, and play something, I hold off until no one's telling me. Yes. Absolutely. I wonder if Marcelle's hairstyle changing regularly is a choice by the author because she realized the design was a bit complicated. No, Hidgefin, I'll tell you right now, it is a really important character choice. It is a very, very important character choice. The hairstyles are complex every single time. She just keeps changing them. But it is a very important character choice for Marcelle. Lando Calrissian's good with people because he's got Riz in his name. That's pretty funny, actually. I like that. No, I don't need a cure for me. I don't want to draw her arms. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep it like this, honestly. This is what I sound like behind the scenes, for real, though. It's just like, I don't feel like drawing this. No! Mitch, I've seen your shorts. You're funny. Thank you. I don't actually have shorts. Those are mostly clippers. So I have no idea what they're up to. They gotta do their own thing. Thank you to the clippers, though. Please, no cure for me, cure for me. Cure for me, please, no cure for me, cure for me. Cure for me, please, no cure for me, cure for me, cure for me. My throat is getting sore, but I'm still singing, and I can feel myself missing notes. Come on, honey. Right, the short stack goblin Vosh was talking about? I have no idea who Vosh is. I don't know if I even count as a short stack, though. Like, I'm not super thick. I am short. I am not particularly stacked. But maybe. Sip of the tea. I drank all my peppermint tea. What I might do is I might take a lozenge. So I'm going to stream for another, 15-ish minutes. I have a collab afterwards, so I don't want to strain my voice too much. So let's pop a little lozenge. Now, honey, don't sing with the lozenge in your mouth. I know you want to, don't do it. Lemon squeeze better if you don't know? Okay. I'll trust you on that one. Is that a pen with a stick of coal? Yeah, it's got a little lead in it. Alright. I'm gonna do base color. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of shading, and then we can call that mostly done. Wait a minute. I forgot to draw Marcel's body here. A temporary high. Your body. What did I just say, honey? What did I just say about singing with a lozenge in your mouth? What did I just say? I'll leave this for now. Here, art, singing, and vibe skills are very stacked for tons of skill. Thank you, Tungsten. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Alright. A temporary eye. What'd I just say? What did I just say, honey? Please, please. Posture check? Yeah. But yeah, Elena, this is Aurora. You said it, but you did it anyway. Truly, the way of honey. It's too much fun to hum. It's so much fun singing. I was hoping that, like, my throat would get better, because, like, allergy season is upon us. So I've been trying to take it easy with the throat until I figure out how to best cope. It's a bit tricky. My throat has not been coping, but that's okay. Temporary eye. You try more water? I had tea. Semi-art question. Hi, looking. Why does my art look or feel better when I look at it in the art program than when looking on an export vision? Probably because your brain gets used to seeing it on the screen. So what I do for my art is if I want to check it and see how it looks off of my screen, I will take a screenshot of it and send it to my phone. That way I can see what it looks like on a different screen. So I can see the composition, how the lighting might change a little bit, and my brain will be like, I am not at one place. I am in a different place now. I have a new opinion. Switch to instrumental tracks, that might solve it. Maybe. The downside with instrumental tracks is my focus will wane sometimes. It will come and go sooner, and then I will lose attention. Silly attention span. I never had no words, so I changed for it. Jordan yearned for Hal, Parallax Jordan. I don't know who that is. Wait, isn't Hal Jordan a Green Lantern? There we go. Hi, Nocturnal. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. One of the worst digital habits I have is painting anything and forgetting I have nightlight on. Oh no! That is a bad one. So, I had that for a long time where I was like, I have nightlight on. It did ruin the color composition of a lot of pieces. So, what I would do instead is I would get blue light filtering glasses. And it works. It's not as good as if you had the yellow nightlight filter on, but it's better because at least I can just take off the glasses and go like, oh right, what do they look like this way? Blue light filtering glasses, I think they are good. They are good. I do like them quite a bit. Personally, they're good because sometimes I use them as work glasses, where if I'm wearing them, my brain goes like, okay, I am working. A little trick. Do you miss the sadness when it's gone? When you're up the river, run wild. The river, run wild. In your eyes. Do you miss the sadness when it's gone? When you let the river, when you let the river run wild. There it is. When you let the river run wild. I was wondering if a character like Sonic the Hedgehog should have these similar issues. Maybe? It could be interesting. If Hal went villain in the 90s and became parallax for returning to heroic roots. Oh, okay. Super fanboy. Thank you. That's kind of you to say. You would think that they would change the color of what you're looking at, but if anything, they're just extremely weak sunglasses. Yeah. Really weak sunglasses. Do you miss the sadness when it's gone? Alright, so we're gonna do a shade layer and then a little bit of blush and then a third secret thing. Do you miss the sadness when it's gone? When you let the river run wild. I want to use the flat marker just for shading. To reiterate, do you think Sonic should have a breaking point? I've seen a lot of people clamor about moments where he loses his cool and snaps at that. Oh. I don't see why not. Could be interesting. I'm not really into Sonic, so, or Green Lantern. So, perhaps I'm not the best person to ask for that. Let love conquer your mind. Warrior, warrior, just reach out for the light. Warrior, 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 I am warrior, warrior, warrior of light. roommate's cat is sitting in the doorway to my room and just meowing at me. And she was screaming, and now she's left. She had some complaints. Open my eyes to see the world as beautiful. And I'm from the cage, still hiding, I'm hiding. To battle the night. My voice is cracking. No. Voice, please, hang in there. We want to sing and have fun. When? That's okay. At least with digital art, you can do hue correction to change it to look like it does under the nightlight with it off. Yeah, you can hue correct a lot of the times, thankfully. Also, Falcon, thank you for the sub. Jeez, for 6 months. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely one. Honey, stop saying you have a collab suit. I know I do. But it's so much fun. Art and singing just go well together. They're just like butter on toast. It's lovely. How could I refuse? I do gotta get rid of this. Warrior, warrior. I said it and I'm still doing it. I said it and I'm still doing it. Look at that. Look at that. The shade adds so much. I love it. Don't you have a lozenge in your mouth? I do. And I did say I shouldn't sing with it in my mouth. Come on, honey. You said it. You said it. You got your peanut butter in my chocolate. It's so good. Peanut butter and chocolate is a good combination. Gotta clean up this line art a little bit. There we go. Oh, wait, I gotta get rid of the body layer here. Just clean that up a little bit. Yeah. Whenever someone says butter on toast, my reaction is, which type of butter? Which kind of toast? You need specifics to visualize, huh? Ooh, French crusty bread and salted butter. Who are you collabing with? Anyone we know? Indeed. Let me actually see if they're live right now, because like I'm taking a lunch break and then I'll be on their stream after a bit. Every addiction. I'm looking for your guru, but you don't need to come my way. I'm looking for the only one, but you don't need to come my way. Yeah, okay, they did start streaming. I'll surprise y'all at the end, because it'll be fun. Which broke on my end was only seen just above Honey's nose. Weird. Okay. Alright. Daddy Bezos. To be fair, I don't think Bezos is in charge of Twitch. He just owns it. If Bezos was in charge of it, I would rag on him. And if he wasn't, I'd still rag on him, I guess. Listen. Twitch is just a little indie website. Ooh. Is that who we're rating then? A little secret raid, yes. We are rating the person I'm collabing with. They're live right now, so. But you don't seem to come my way. Mongo Nox. Thank you for the 100 shinies. Found these under a rock. I love shiny things. Thank you. Oh, when I was a kid, I would always go to the creek and go find whatever shiny rocks were in there. Good times. I had a big rock collection. And by big, I mean it wasn't actually that big. It was maybe like a handful of rocks. I didn't have much room in my room, so had to be conscious of how much space I was using. But you don't seem to come my way. And I've been looking for the only one, but you don't seem to come my way. Artisan bread with Irish butter is good. Ooh, yes. Irish butter. You still have your rocks? I have some of them. Not all of them. I still have some of them, though. Let's see. What's a good one? What's a good Aurora song I want to listen to? Runaway's a good one. When you have 8.6 gold coins to give, but waiting the day for the song request to come back, is it on highlights now? Yep. Currently, it's only highlights. Don't worry. You're going to want to save up your points for when I get the point for teams going. Thank you for your patience, too. Sorry, Dodge. Please keep the chat in English. I cannot read Spanish. You're cute, Gobbo. Thank you. And your singing is amazingly lovely, but stop. I know, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain, I fell in love, but I can't complain. I tried myself, doing good, just doing shading. Then we're gonna do blush, and then we got one secret third thing before we end stream. Kai's back from our stream? Let's go. She's lodging a complaint. Oh, lying in secret to myself, and sorrow only for this place on my shelf. La-dee-da. And I was running far away, but I run off the world someday. Nobody knows, nobody knows. I was dancing in the rain, I felt alive, and I can't complain. Take me home where I belong. I got a lot of place to go. Oh, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. Oh, take me home where I belong. I can't take it anymore. I kept running for a soft place to fall. I kept running for a soft place to fall. Bottom line art, have fun at D&D. You have a good one, alright? Place to fall. And I kept running for a soft place to fall. Vegeta and the lovely singing, thank you. Take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. Oh, take me home where I belong. I got no other place to go. No, take me home where I belong. Oh, 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 take me home where I belong. Oh, 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 take me home where I Can't take it anymore. I love Aurora. She's so good. Alright, we're just gonna gentle shade that one. I think that's pretty good for shade. Now let's add a little blush. Because Falin has rosacea, if I'm not mistaken. She's like constantly blushing. Even when she's performing murder. She's still got the blush cheeks. Alright, we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna do this. Lighten it a little bit. And blur a little bit. There we go. And then we're gonna add an extra layer. Blush. And I'm gonna use a different pen for this. Can you play some type of skin? Yeah, I can play it after this. Why not? Always use Yuri artworks between two regular friend chicks. Yes, very, very normal. Very noble. The context of this art piece is very disturbing to me. Welcome to Marcel's nightmare about eating griffin meat. It's a nightmare, but is it so bad? Is it really so bad? Let me see, actually. Where's the reference I had for this? Yeah, she's got the scratchy pen lines for her rosacea. I'm just gonna keep it like this. And we're gonna lighten them a little bit. At least these ones. There we go. They're so cute. And now we add the extra part that makes it extremely Yuri. Alright, let's see. This is just a layer toggle, so we're gonna draw some, let's use a marker for this. Oh no, let's use a brush for this. Yeah, gouache brush is probably good. Would this gouache brush be good? No, I want a dry gouache brush. Nope, not quite. Smaller. Good for texture. I think maybe watercolor might be better, actually. I want a messy brush. Regular gouache might be best then. I'm at the sack for today. See you when I got some more to say. Take it easy, Prowler. Or Prower. There's an extra in the manga where young Falin asks Marcille how to use makeup so she doesn't look so rosy anymore. Yeah, I remember that. It was so cute, but the rosiness is adorable. The brush with a solid inside but textured edge, my favorite. Anyways, here's the color. Not this one. More vibrant. More vibrant. More vibrant. Yes, that's the vibrancy I'm looking for. Listen, she's a monster lady. She comes with all the fixins that come with monster ladies, which is just like gore. Colin, I think your lipstick got smudged. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Now we're gonna use a wet bleed blender. Make it look a little bit more like smudged. Something like this. Actually, let's get it off of this layer and put it over top everything. No, over top the line art. Yeah? Yeah? Maybe it's better like this, actually. Yep, that's why I never kiss a woman on the mouth. You don't know where she's been. You don't know where she's been. Listen, listen. It's it's Yuri. It's a very particular kind of Yuri. Monster lover Yuri, and I am into it. Maybe I'm just a monster lover. Maybe that's just it. EP hype trade? The Langascon, thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months. And Shadow Strider, happy 4 months. Welcome back. Cute little monster girl, and this is great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy her. I'm certainly enjoying drawing her, because, oh boy. This is my kind of art. This is my kind of art. And then a little bit of smudging. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty neat. Personally, I'm a fan. Reject human love. Return to monster. Goblin girls not into monster girls? That would be a strange combination, but like I get it. But this one is. This one is very into monster girls. I just think they're neat. I just think they're real neat. Listen, listen, it's cute, and then it's terrifying. I mean, the concept of the woman you spent your life forced to resurrect, then find her transformed into a monster you'd still want to do anything to save her is a delicious concept. Oh, it's delicious. It's so good. I love it. Make me want to put Dungeon Meshi further ahead in my backlog queue. Up to you. You read it when you want to read it. Let's see, how did I do it beforehand? Yeah, it was just a little bit. Also, if any of y'all are curious, I do not really know how to draw blood. I usually use reference pictures of like how other artists draw blood. And so sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I'm not much of an effects artist. That's okay, we have fun here. Oh, she just got a little something in her face. She had a good meal before this. I think I actually am gonna do this. There we go. That way I can draw it outside of the characters, so there can be like blood drips. Oh, dang, I don't blame you. Monster girls are good. Elf and goblin couples can be some of the most that don't think anyone thinks about. They're pretty cute. I do like them. Let's see. Just think she could put her a little bit in her hair too. She got bloody hands too. Right, I forgot. Someone mentioned an Aurora song. Where was it? Some type of skin. That's what it was. Aurora. Some type of skin. Let's give that a listen. Oh, it's her most recent stuff. Gotcha. I haven't watched her most recent stuff. Goblin little green creature? Me. That's me. Look at this. Look at this girl. She's having fun. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Delicious dungeon. I think the series is pretty cool, personally. I like it quite a bit. Alright, what more? Just go get messy. She's sharing some sauce. She's just sharing her sauce with her homie. Just besties. Just besties things, you know. Gals being pals. That's pretty neat. Is this the infamous goblin mommy everyone's been raving around? I can see the appeal. Oh, thank you. A mommy? Maybe. I don't know. Can y'all see me being mommy? Jummy, history will call them roommates. History will call them roommates, but we know the truth. We know the truth. Like Namari, need more of the cute redhead. Namari is super cute. I do agree. Also, hello, Jupiter. I love you. I love my friends. Lady and the Tramp stop past eating. Okay, but that would be really fun to draw. That would be real fun to draw. I do want to, while I'm here, draw, I want to get her gold eyes. I want to get those going. Hey, Pookie, are so cute. Thank you, Jumpster. I'm glad you like it. It's so much fun to draw. It is insanely fun to draw. I will say drawing Marcille is so tricky because her design is so complex. It's still incredibly fun. But, like, she got the eyes. The gold eyes. Ooh. Let me see. They're so cute. They're so cute. Marcille has green eyes, so let's just do the green eyes. There we go. There we are. I think that's pretty neat. I think they're pretty cool, personally. Personally, I am a fan. I'll reminder, honey, what's your friends? I love my friends. I love my friends. With blood, draw it like you draw a spider web, then color it from the inside out and leave streaks open to make it appear shiny and reflective. Oh, that is a cool trick, actually. Dang. Doesn't look like wet blood. What you drew looks like dried blood, so I'd lean into the dried blood. Yeah, it looks a little bit like dried because of the smudges. Like, if anyone, period havers would probably be able to confirm, but like, when you get blood on your fingers, it dries a little bit brown. It's the color and the way it smudges changes. It's fascinating. This way I messaged in your chat the first time and it crashed. Rip. Ripperoonie. Falin's gold eyes pair so well with her Chimera form. Oh. Oh, it does. It's so, so good. So, so good. Hold on. Oh. Here's the thing. You can kind of tell which one I enjoy drawing more. I do really enjoy drawing, Falin a lot. You could kind of tell. If it's not obvious already. Let me just do this real quick, though. I'm getting carried away. It is 12:40. I was gonna get lunch like 10 minutes ago, so let me do this real quick. Let me do this real quick. I know I said just a sec. I know I just said just a sec. I know I said that. I know I said that. I need it to be lighter and more saturated. Yeah, that's a bit more what Marcel's hair looks like. Honey, I know. And it's like a small dog whose owner just walks through the door when her friends show up. I just get really excited when I see my friends sit here. It reminds me of that they exist and I have friends that are really cool and I love them. I just want to color her hair. I just want to color her hair. I just want to color her hair. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think Falin has slightly more washed out blonde. Marcille has much more saturated blonde hair, if I describe it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, we're almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Get rid of that one. It's pretty. Are we just one more thinging right now? Yeah, we're just one more thinging. Nice model art. It was kind of sick. Thank you, Winston boy. It's kind of neat to say. And there we go. If I just change the opacity, it just like adds a slight bit of pop of color there. I just think they're neat. I just think they're neat. I actually adore how they change how Marcel's hairstyles all the time. Oh, it's so good. And here's the thing. It's so relevant to Marcel's character, especially later on. That's not a spoiler, but it's just a really nice touch. This pose is so cute. This pose. Need me a tall monster girl to just grab me like this. I will be so not normal. I will be so not normal. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But yeah, we got pose number 1. And then pose number 2. Picking her up for the kiss. And then a nice little kiss. Nice, sweet little kiss. I like this one so much. What's this from? This is from Dungeon Meshi. It is, let me, Dungeon Meshi. That's the manga. It is also an anime that is coming out on Netflix currently. So I highly recommend y'all watch it. Monster lovers eating good. Listen, we eating so good with Dungeon Meshi. I'm feeding us. I'm feeding the fires. Ooh. I love this. That doesn't miss you. We're pushing your art supplies on the top shelf so you can't make yourself lunch. Yep. I'm gonna make myself lunch. Y'all get to enjoy looking at this while I get the raid prepared. I think... Yeah, okay, perfect. I know who we're visiting. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. You're still alive. Art looking great so far. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up now. We're actually about to raid. Art looking great so far. It's too humid today. I've sweated approximately 2 gallons of water based on how much I've had to consume to not dehydrate. I'm glad you're consuming so much water. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. But yeah. So I'm actually going to be, collabing with someone, today in about 45 minutes. So I have to go grab lunch, and then I'm gonna be playing some Lethal with some homies. But we're actually going to go visit, Dingus. Because it is Dingus's birthday stream. Right now, it's playing Helldivers with a couple homies, but I'm gonna jump in and play some Lethal with them in about, like, 45-ish minutes. Diggy, let's go! But yeah, let's see. What should we call it? We should just do a, like, happy birthday raid. Birthday! Playing Lethal Company with the new update off. Right, there's a new update. I gotta double check it's updated. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah. Let me just, let's do a raid message. Do you ship these two together? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. Happy birthday, Digus. Let's do this emote because everything is on fire all the time. There we go. That'll be the raid message. So, I can't pin it. Thank you, OBS. But we're gonna go visit Dingus. And I'm gonna play some Lethal. It's gonna be fun. I have to update it and make sure it's all good. But yeah. What advice the new update, honey? Always look up. Noted. Noted. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Ah, thank you so much, Moon. I love you. I love my friends. I love my friends, and I'm so glad that they're here to see this gay art. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is just... the dream. The dream. The Buster Girl dream. Oh no. Oh no. You're so good, Fina, so good. Let's go. It's Lesbian Awareness Week. Let's go, baby. We're being gay. Gay. Homosexual. Gay. We're loving it. It's so good. But yeah, I will be streaming Monday at 5 p.m. PDT. Not 8 p.m. EST. But I will actually be on Dingus's stream, who we are visiting right now, in about 45 minutes. I gotta go grab some lunch, update Lethal, make sure everything's all good, and I will be posting this fairly soon. I might do a little bit of polish, but I'll be posting it. It'll be so fun. I love drawing this. Thank you all so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. I will see y'all real soon. Okay? Bye-bye. Have fun over there. And I'll see you soon.